This 17 News at Noon podcast is brought to you by Clinica Sierra Vista.
Welcome back to the 17 News at Noon podcast, where we share your news on your schedule.
Well, good day. I'm Elena Russ. The family of slain correctional counselor Banny Alcala Jr. laid him to rest this morning. Friends and family, along with members of the community, gathered at St. Elizabeth Church this morning. Graveside services were then held afterward at Green Lawn Cemetery on Panama Lane. He was shot and killed last month while charging his Tesla outside the Target on Stockdale Highway. 29-year-old Robert Purnell Roberts was arrested and charged with murder and attempted robbery in connection to the counselor's death. Two teenage boys have been arrested for a shooting in the desert this weekend that killed a man and wounded a minor. According to the sheriff's office, the shooting happened around 3 a.m. Saturday near Sandra Way and 20th Street in Rosamond. The suspects, a 15-year-old boy and a 16-year-old boy, arrested on several charges, including murder. The victim has been identified by the Kern County coroner as 22-year-old Eric Castillo. The surviving victim only described as a boy under the age of 18. And now to your 17 follow-up file. We are learning the names of the victims killed in a crash near Arvin Friday night. According to the CHP, the driver of a semi ran a stop sign near Malaga Road and Sunset Boulevard and hit a car. A 17 News viewer says a married couple and their friend were killed in that crash. The Kern County coroner has identified two of those victims as 48-year-old Martha Alicia Flores and 65-year-old Monte Harold Johnson, both Arvin residents. The CHP says the truck driver was not hurt and has not been arrested. All right, making news around town, it is official. Officials with the Kern County Sheriff's Office will be starring in the TV show Cops. Sheriff Donnie Youngblood submitted a letter to the Board of Supervisors asking for their approval of the agreement. In the letter, Youngblood says featuring deputies on the program would help recruitment and, quote, enhance transparency. The Board of Supervisors voted yes this morning to a partnership between the KCSO and the producers of the TV series Cops. That means KCSO will grant camera crews access to deputies and other Sheriff's Office personnel. The episodes will then appear on the Fox Nation streaming service at a later date to be determined. Well, in 17 business news and with the U.S. economy analyzed out there, inflation still higher than expected in August, even as gas prices experienced a sharp decline this summer. The Consumer Price Index report for August rose 0.1% last month, despite experts' predictions that it would moderate. Economists expected inflation to drop 0.1%, according to Dow Jones estimates, but prices shot up in food, shelter, and medical care more than the gas prices were declining, accounting for that overall uptick. Meanwhile, the energy index did fall 5% over the month, thanks to a 10.6% slide in the gasoline index. A hospitalized Los Angeles County resident with a compromised immune system has died from the virus. It's believed to be the first U.S. fatality of monkeypox. LA County health officials announced the cause of death yesterday and say it was confirmed by an autopsy, but no other information on the patient has been released. Monkeypox is spread through close skin-to-skin contact and prolonged exposure to respiratory droplets. Now, to help to mitigate the spread of this virus here at home, local health officials are hosting another monkeypox vaccination clinic this weekend. Kern Public Health hosting that event Saturday from noon to 4 at the Center for Sexuality and Gender Diversity on 18th Street. If you plan on getting the vaccine, you are encouraged to go on the Kern Public Health website and fill out a registration form before you go.
Hello, this is Tim Callahan with Clinica Sierra Vista, and we're excited to unveil the Community Health Center of the Future, our comprehensive care center. It's located right across the street from Memorial Hospital. We have every service under one roof, from family medicine, OB/GYN care, dental services for adults and children, behavioral health, and much more. So find your way to better care at Clinica Sierra Vista this year at our comprehensive care center. Visit our website, clinicasierravista.org, for the latest on this project. We'll see you soon.
Do the Math is premiering Coming Back, the beloved local show, in their 21st season, and they have a new time and a new format. Joining us in studio now to talk more about this premiere is their producer, Mackenzie Kushine. Thank you so much for coming in.
Of course, thank you for having me.
I'm so excited, and it's a big day, but you have a new time. Let's start with that.
Yes, so it's 4:30 to 5:30 now for the live show.
Okay.
Schools are out later, so we wanted to make sure we are also
Yes.
later.
And kids are home and they're with their binders. So
Yes.
for people who haven't seen the show before, or they have a young kid who's just now starting to get into that more complicated math, what can they expect when they tune in?
So what you see when you tune in to Do the Math is we will have our host, Mike Kushine. He will be at the board, and you answer the phone, you talk to our nice tutors, and you say, I want to do this on air. I want to see it done.
Okay.
And then we call you back, and you get to see your problem done. We walk you through. Mary Lou will be our host today with Mike. So it'd be really great. And you just get to, it's nice to hear when the student actually gets it.
Yes.
And you see, yes, it's not just a Google form telling you how to do something. They get to walk through it step by step with teachers from the district.
And that's so important to me because it's local education, it's local math, and you're able to, if you get hung up on a partway through, you're trying to watch a YouTube video and it's just recorded. Right. This way you can stop and say, well, no, why'd you do that? Right. Can you show me again? Show me a different way. And so is it fun on the other side of the show, being the ones putting it on?
It is tons of fun. As the producer, my job is getting the different segments for the show. So math in the real world segments, we get to show kids that you don't just have to graduate high school and then you're done with math. Yeah. It's in every single aspect of your life, every career that you choose, it's everywhere. Yes. You need to know how to do math, even if it is simple addition and subtraction. So that's really fun. We get to show, the last clip you saw there was the robots. We're doing some tournaments with like the robot rumbles in high school and middle school. So if you guys are into robots, come to our tournament. Cool. But it's just a ton of fun seeing the kids actually get excited for math and know that it's not just algebra, geometry, this is your career.
Exactly. Yes, this is your future. And so many people, I remember I was one of them in school. I was like, this is hard. I'll just learn it for the test and forget it. And I like that this way you guys are engaging them and involving them and taking that STEM focus. Right. So you're airing on Tuesdays and Wednesdays?
Tuesdays and Wednesdays, 4:30 to 5:30. All
right. And it's Spectrum Cable 15. Is there a website? Do you guys post everything afterward?
Yes. So if you go to dothemathonline.net, you guys can find everything. We're on YouTube. We're on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, everywhere.
Awesome. So much fun. Thank you very much, Mackenzie, for coming in. Have a great season. Again, 21st season of Do the Math, a beloved local show, a lot of exciting things coming with not just math, but STEM too.
Everything.
Yeah. We appreciate it. Thank you, Mackenzie.
Thank you so much.
The 17 News at Noon podcast is a production of KGET and Nexstar Media Group. For more on all of the headlines in today's show, head to kget.com.